Let's have a look in game, and everything now, fingers crossed, is good. So for on my team, apparently this side, for Birth we have Cyanide playing Gragas, Corky, who is played by Wet Dream, Peke is playing Morgana, Pingus playing Shen, and Ozaft playing Janet. And over on the SK team, it's Althor playing Corky, Ironeye playing Janet, Rashasi playing Gragas, N-Rated playing Amumu, and Ocelot playing Akali. And of course, just a little bit of background, Ocelot, of course, is now in SK again. He actually played for SK over in the World of Warcraft times. And now, it's great to see some of these players switching over games and coming over to LoL and playing at the high level that they've got here. On this in this game as well, so transferring the skills game to game, always nice to see.
Yeah, indeed, but not that easy. World of Warcraft compared
not easy
League
for
of
sure.
Legends.
Okay, so there I go, and I think this time I'm a little bit scared to move the camera, but I think we are all good. It certainly looks like it. It looks like we're all good in this one. So, we are going to get things started off. And as you can see, I know a few of you guys will have watched the Ionia versus Noxus game that obviously Riot Games broadcasted the other day. And, of course, we're using here the same spec client, if you want to call it that. So, you'll get to see a little bit of action. It looks like we are going to see some very early action here. Both teams are actually stacked up right next to each other, down in the south part of the river. And we'll see here how things are going to go. And there was actually a ping there, randomly, from SK.
CV.
And here we go. The snare's in there. I think we're possibly going to see the
nice
first kill coming in. There we go. And it is first blood for Wet Dream and Team Birth. Rasashi there taking a lot of damage as well as he has to back away a little.
The second snare, yeah, it's Morgana. OP, early game level 1 fights. The snare means
ridiculous.
Just dead.
So there's the first bit of action. You can see there that N-Rated with his Amumu just TPing back home there. And Gragas doing a little bit of the same as well. So early action, and it leaves us with a 2-0 scoreline in terms of the kills for Team Birth. And is that the best start that they could have hoped for in this game?
Yeah, definitely. It's an awesome start. And I guess they really want to play this start because they picked double exhaust, a really strong early game summoner spell, and the snare from Morgana. To go in the fight from Team SK wasn't that intelligent.
Well, as you can see right now, we have the players that died early on in the game, and there's a scoreboard for you as well. As we're a little bit mixed in there actually on this one, but of course you can see, and Gragas was able to pick up the 2 assists. Of course, it was Corky and Shen who actually finished off the kills with Janna and Gragas both going down, and already we possibly have a little bit of harassment here down in middle. And of course, a lot of these players just settling in now into their lanes after that early fight and those initial 2 kills. And we will have Akali in middle for Ocelot, by the way.
Yeah, it's mirror match all lanes except mid lane.
Right now, just the usual early game farming and bit of harassment being done here and there. And actually, it's the 2 Corkies, Alpha and Wet Dream, that really exchanging some damage. And again, Alpha just knocked back there to roughly half his health.
Yeah, the side is really important in this fight because they are down, Team Birth, and they have the red buff on the side, so they can do it early game and take advantage of the lane.
And of course, you see here the early wards being put up from well, actually, mainly from SK. There's a ward put here, obviously, near that blue buff over on the north side of the map. Also, Dragon being warded there as well. But pretty standard early round. You can see that Cyanide already 2 levels above Rasashi up on this top lane. Obviously, the solo lane here containing both Gragases, as we have Amumu here in the jungle for SK. And what do you think to this early game? I mean, how much will that 2-0 early lead play into the hands of Team Birth?
It's definitely a big advantage because they can dominate the lane quite easily. They have level advantage, they have gold advantage, and to buy extra boots on level 1 is really important, and it's real great Yeah, it's a real great win.
Right now you can see that Amumu just working his way around.
But they see Amumu because of the board, so
Yeah,
they
just pinged
no
him out
need
as
to
well.
fear.
They're up on the top lane. You can see that Rasashi has caught his levels up now to Cyanide. Both players up at level 4. And again, Cyanide just trying to put out the bits of harassment here and there. And similar down here onto this lower lane. Of course, Shen is the man jungling here for Birth.
Yeah, it's for Birth. It's awesome. Shen just do the buffs for mid and the red buff for down lane. So he's maybe a bit behind N-rated who's jungling Amumu, but still, Morgana and Corki can dominate their lanes so well with the buffs. So it's in a way more important than getting own buffs and XP.
And there was the shackle coming out from Morgana there, just trying to catch Ocelot, but a little bit off anyway. But both of these players up at level 5 already. Down in the bottom lane, we've got a bit of pressure here, and actually Corki with Althor gonna fall low, but he's actually managing to survive there with 117 HP, and I don't think they're gonna manage to chase in quick enough. Wet Dream, of course, trying to put out as much damage onto Janna as possible as well, but they will go back. And well, it was a close one there for Althor. What, in the end, 150 HP maybe?
Yeah, 150 HP is on this level, not quite close. They really know what they do and they know what they can take.
Of course, that will leave now with Corki or Althor going back for the heal. Arinai to solo this bottom lane for a little while.
This is also one important thing, that now Corki has to go back. And Wet Dream is in level advantage. Level 4 against Althor level 3. Also XP can now make pressure mid because he's level 6. He can do ultimate and maybe get a kill on Onslaught.
Oh, and there's the misbinding from Morgana, which is of course XP. The Spanish players in this game, and I think there are 3 Spanish players in the 10 players that we've got here in this match. And again, bit of damage being done down bottom. Wet Dream will have to just back away there with his Corki. So far, some good exchanges down on this bottom lane. I mean, Althor obviously had to go back and heal earlier.
They engage top lane, N-rated skanking.
Oh, there we go. And Cyanide having to back away. There goes Amumu, and they're moving in quickly. We've got Shen moving around. Oh, well, Cyanide will actually survive. We still.
And Rashazi pot, XP pot top, and they get Rashazi. They will get Rashazi.
He is going down. There we go. And now we see X-Rated moving away, but there's a shackle. And he's going to have a bit of a problem. But he will get away from this fight. And well, the Corki, of course, which was... sorry, the Gragas, which was Cyanide there, managed to work his way off. The teleport coming out from Morgana, plus Shen, who'd moved up from the jungle. And a nice little move. I mean, it's given Ocelot now a little bit of time in middle, but the kills going in the way of Team Birth. It's 3-0.
Yeah, they're surprising me, really, Team Birth. Good moves, good port.
Right now, the bottom lane back in.
Cyanide is mid now and Peak staying top.
Ocelot, the one level above Peak here, and actually will charge in.
Yeah, on this game client, Gragas is so strong, he won't have any problems with Akali, I guess.
Just to look at top there, it's Peak just backing away. Of course, he is that one level higher than Gragas up at top. Down on the bottom, a little bit more pressure being put on actually from Birth as the 2 Corkis just exchanging their fire. Wet Dream going down below his half HP. Althor too, but maybe they're going to try and put a bit more pressure here on Janet. Try to work her away. Well, it's all good at this point for the Birth players down on that bottom lane. Mumu continuing just to jungle out here. Alright now, Mumu 28 kills in the jungle compared to the 27 of Shen.
But still, Shen is level 6 and the Mumu is just level 5. And Amumu is still level 5 after doing blue buff. This is quite a big advantage. That Shen is level 6, they can see They're safe on the lanes because Shen can easily teleport wherever he wants.
Oh, we could have something interesting here. Gragas moved down middle, but of course this ward here will actually spot him out, and maybe Akali's going to move down. No, she's staying there. But we've got Shen moving in anyway, in towards Dragon, and actually we'll just drop his ward in there, so he knows that ward is. But we have N-rated moving in here for the attack.
He's just ignoring him. He's a tank. He do no damage to Pingus.
There we go.
2 tanks fighting, it's boring. Now Sionita comes and maybe they can get the kill.
Let's see how this one goes. We have Akali moving in as well, and we will see Pingus actually just moving away from that fight. And we're going to have a big one here as Corki will start to move in. Cyanide will go down, and Wet Dream at the minute trying to put out as much damage as possible, but he's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. He's separated from the rest of his team, but I think he's going to get his way around. There's Ozaf coming in with Janna, and of course we have Shen as well. And well, N-rated still holding on.
They take 5 and Red will ultimate, I guess. Yeah.
There we go.
Here from Ozaf, ultimate from Pingus, and Red Dream can't get away.
And here we go. Ocelot moving in there to really finish off the kill. So we're brought back to a 3-2 as it is now. And
it's awesome damage from Corki's ultimate. The rockets are so damn strong.
Oh, looks like we've got a bit of pressure at top as well, but it's Pete just shielding up there. And Rasashi still full HP, level 8, and probably feeling quite good at himself at this point, just holding on wherever needed.
In this client, the Dragon is also much more, in a way, more important for the game because of the global XP. So SK just plays their Vision Ward and get control of the Dragon again.
Now we actually have Pingus down now, just covering this bottom lane after, of course, Corki. Wet Dream was taken out in that last fight. And we have already Rasashi putting down a little bit of damage onto that top tower. But he's probably going to be forced away shortly by Cyanide. And once again, the game settling back into their lanes.
X-Peak had an awesome farm. He nearly finished his Sonya's, which is a really important item for Morgana. But he still have no boots.
Is he going to come down? We have 3 on this bottom lane right now, of course, with Shen just hanging in there. And it looks like they're going to just try and get rid of this ward again from Dragon. That'll give them that control, so they know now if anyone tries to move in for the take from SK. And there goes Wet Dream again, just trying to put out as much damage. Janna will move in as well. Althor just using his potion there, just to heal himself up a little. And Wet Dream will once again back out of that one.
This was the wrong time to fight, because Wet Dream now gets red buff, but he needs to go back to heal up. So this red buff duration is wasted in a way.
And now we've got Shen moving back in towards his into his jungle pattern. In middle, Ocelot and X-Peak still hanging around the same level. Up top, of course, as was in the first moments of this round, it's Gragas on Gragas. Rasashi against Cyanide. And that's pretty much a stalemate there, as N-Rate had just been pinged out by Birth, and he just stuck a ward down there, so he's got a bit more vision of the map down around that southern river area. And, well, he won't actually make any attempt there to put down any damage onto Morgana. And we're kind of back to it once again, everyone in their kind of standard play. But here we go, Wet Dream making a move.
Yeah, Red Dream really offensive in this 2 level higher Corki, but with red buff shouldn't be a problem to fight.
And again, he will back away. And you can see the wards here from SK are actually quite deep in onto the Birth side. You can see that Birth here got Dragon warded still, also one in the south brush.
Wet Dream is engaging.
There we go. Wet Dream putting out a ton of damage there onto Janna. But again, I'll have to back away. Are we going to see N-Rated come in? He is coming in.
And
And here we go, and they're going to manage to trap Janna. Will they be able to pick up the kill here? And Janna's
Shen
so
ultimate.
low. Oh,